Hi there, welcome. If you're just starting to find your way onto the live, I'm Joanna. I'm going to be guiding you for the next 45 minutes through a live practice. And we started this series of the chakras. So last week we began looking at the root, the first chakra. And today we move slightly higher up the body to the sacral chakra. So if you missed the first class, it is on this page, so you can simply just scroll down the screen and see that class if you want to begin there first. If you're just starting to gather yourself and prepare all your props, you will need your mat if you have one, or a carpeted floor. You will need 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't, you could use some thick books or thick cushions. And I'm sitting on a bolster, so if you have a yoga bolster, you could grab that, or some more cushions, or a rolled up blanket. And then I do have a blanket and an eye pillow for Shavasana, so those are optional if you would like. Again, welcome. My name is Joanna. I'm a Your Yoga Flow alumni and faculty member and teacher, some of the online classes and the 300-hour program. And it is my absolute pleasure to be able to be on this platform and share with you and learn together. So as I said in the last video, I want this to be a really a curated practice that we grow together. So let me know what you want to do in these classes, whether you want to work on specific themes, whether you want to work on specific body parts, certain styles of practice, anything at all. If you want a pranayama focused class, a meditation focused class, please let me know. Whatever will help serve you as you go through your learning journey, and as you start to perhaps curate your own practicums, you might find there are things that you want a little guidance on, and I am more than happy to try and help. So to begin this class, we only have 45 minutes, so we're squeezing a lot into the time. So I want us to get going straight away. It is just after 9:30, so we will begin. If you're not already sitting in a comfortable tall seat of Sukhasana, I encourage you to come there now. And if you want, you can, of course, elevate your hips with a prop so that you can start to perhaps grow a little taller through your spine. So you just decide what is Sukhasana for you this morning. Where do you need to be in your body? How can you feel more anchored and grounded? That might mean your legs are straight, your legs are crossed, you might be sitting in a chair, you might be leaning against a wall. And then I invite you to just gently roll your shoulders up, back and down, and softly land your hands onto your thighs. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes or just draw your gaze down towards the floor. Relax the jaw. Relax the eyebrows. We'll start to just gently drop into this place of being. I'd like for you to visualize the space between your belly button and your pubic bone. That is the location in that space of the second chakra, the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. This chakra, this vortex of energy, this wheel, spinning wheel of energy, is orange in color. It is governed by the element of water. And it is home to our creativity, our fertility, our fluidity, you to envisage this space and this colour. Perhaps start to soften into your lower belly and just breathe a little more into that space. Sending your life force energy into the organs that live between the belly button and the pubic bone. And I offer to you mantra here to help us connect deeper to this space within our bodies. If you feel you would like to place your hands on your lower belly, you can. The vibrational sound of this chakra is VAM, V-A-M, VAM. So you can chant VAM together a few times, or you could simply just listen and maybe repeat VAM to yourself silently. If you would like to join for this mantra, take a deep breath in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And inhale to begin. VAM, 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 one more, VAM, VAM, VAM. Big breath in, big breath out. And maybe place your hands back on your thighs, arms face up, pull down. Take an inhale, lift your shoulders up. And exhale, roll your shoulders back. This place of the second chakra is a real place of healing. So I invite you to complete the sentence, and it might change as you move through the practice. The sentence begins, I feel. I feel. I feel content. I feel love. I feel present. I feel emotional. I feel fluid. Whatever comes to mind. And feel free to come back to this gentle mantra, this I feel, as you move through the class and to see how things might shift or alter for you. If that doesn't resonate for you, then please just let that pass by. When you're ready, we'll move into Sufi grind. So start by choosing a direction and taking your chest forwards over your legs and back. Imagining your pelvic bowl is literally a bowl and your spine is the wooden spoon. You're creating this stirring motion, going at your pace, moving with your breath. So see if as you inhale, you can match that with leaning your chest forwards and with your legs, and as you exhale, start that rounding back. If this ever feels too much, it creates any dizziness or nausea, just come back to a steady, still, full sleep. Here the focus is a massaging quality into the hips, into the lower belly, into the lower back. You're starting to get familiar with this space that we're going to be focusing on in class. All the asana today will be hip focused, will be belly or lower back focus to stimulate this chakra, to stimulate energy and fluidity in this space. Just notice here where things feel fluid and where things perhaps feel a bit sticky or tight. Just notice without judgment. And then take those circles in the other direction. Matching movement with breath. Let the breath lead the speed of movement. One more cycle this way. And then find a full, still sleep and simply feel that wrapping energy around your mid-waist, your lower belly. Just breathe into that. I feel. From here we'll move into a seated cat and cow. So as you inhale, tilt your tailbone back. Bring your belly and chest forwards and lift your chin. As you exhale, round your spine and look towards your belly button. Again, like that. Inhale, come forward and up. Maybe slide your hands up your thighs, take your elbows in. And exhale, round the spine, look to your belly button. One more. Inhale, come forwards and up, heart expand. And exhale, round. Inhale back to center. One more shake here, seated. Inhale both arms up to the sky. Simply wrap your right hand around your left wrist. Spread your left fingers wide. Tuck your lower ribs in. And take a gentle side stretch to the right. Breathing life into the left side of your body. Anchoring that left hip down. Nice. Inhale back to center and exhale, swap your hands over. Inhale long through your arms and then exhale leaning to the back. Inhale back to center. Exhale both arms wide. Inhale hands to thighs, lift your shoulders up. And exhale, lower your shoulders back and down. So nice. As you're ready, coming onto your hands and knees when you're there, feel free to put some extra padding under your knees if you need that. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, and your knees are underneath your hips. Your toes can touch or tops of the feet rooted down to the floor. And we'll just continue with fluidity there. So you're just rocking the hips side to side, moving the rib cage side to side. Maybe you're adding some circles here with the pelvis. Maybe you repeat cat and cow here on your hands and knees. Anything that feels good. Tap into your intuition. Let this be fluid and creative and free, like water. Really nice. And then as you're ready, we'll root back down on those hands and knees, and we'll touch the toes, and we'll come into downward facing dog. So press into your hands, start to raise your pelvis towards the sky, as you melt your chest towards your thighs. Start to feel that gentle lengthening in the backs of your legs, looking at your feet are your hip distance apart and parallel. Your heels hugging towards your mat. Your hands spread wide. Your shoulder blades wrapping down the back of your rib cage. And your head nice and relaxed. Yeah, pull your belly button towards your spine so you're stimulating the digestive system and massaging your digestive system. Nice big cleansing exhale. Inhale, put your right leg towards the sky gently. Exhale, hug your right knee into your chest and step your right foot forwards nice and lightly. Lower your left knee to the earth. Press down into that right foot. Continue to keep your hands to the floor and just lift your chest. Or hands onto your front thigh, lift your chest a bit higher. Or both arms to the sky. Maybe even lifting your gaze more towards the sky. And I invite you to hug through your inner leg lines. Imagine there's an imaginary beach ball between your inner thighs. There's that gentle squeeze of the right hip back and the left hip forwards. Those right toes really rooted and spread into the floor. Your lower ribs hugging in. And sweep your breath into that left hip flexor. Turn to the left hip. Low crescent lunge. Lovely. As you exhale, plant your hands back onto the mat. Keep your left hand on the floor and float your right arm towards the sky. Turn your neck and your chest to the right. Twisting through your back, twisting through your belly. Maybe your right hand rests on your lower back or around to your left hip. Put down your mat, lower your right hand, and now shuffle your right foot as wide as your mat. You can either keep your right toes facing directly forward, or you can turn your right toes onto the wood floor. Your two hands are inside your right foot. Now, whether your right toes are forwards or turned onto the floor, will all just depend on your hips and what feels better for you. You can explore this by just rocking your pelvis forward and back a couple of times. You're starting to encourage the body into more depth in this hip opener. So sinking your pelvis forwards and down when you're ready, and either staying here up on your hands or grabbing those blocks and maybe placing your hands or forearms onto the props, or maybe anchoring your forearms onto the earth. This will all depend on the mobility in your hips today, how low you want to bring your chest. Make sure that your joints feel happy in this shape, especially the ankles, the knees, and the hips. There should never be any sensation of pain, no sharpness, no prickly sensation, no quality that's like electric. Instead, you want to feel a dull stretch. You might feel this more on your outer right hip. You might feel this more on your left hip flexor, all depending on your body. Wherever you are, deepen your breath and wrap your warm breath around part of your pelvis that feels sticky, that feels tight, that feels like there is some kind of stagnation or blockage. Really deepen your breath into those spaces. Let's find more expansion. You can remain like this, or final option is to either place your left hand or left forearm on the mat and place your right hand on your inner right leg. Come back into that twist, so turning your chest to the right, pressing your right hand into your inner right leg, and leaning away from your right leg so your chest starts to look more to the sky. You're looking more to the sky with your gaze. Check that you're not locking out that left elbow. Keep a little softness to the left elbow. So take 3 more breaths. Slowly look down at your mat. Bring your hands onto the mat. Shuffle your right foot between your 2 hands. And then you're either up on your fingertips or hands are on your blocks. Kick your pelvis back and straighten that right leg any amount, flexing the right foot. Half splits, Hanuman. Heart leaning towards your toes, hugging that right hip back, breathing life into your right hamstring. If this is too much on your left knee, you always have padding there at all times throughout these shapes. Moving on from here, option to walk your 2 hands over to the right side of your mat. Turn your chest more to the right. And now look at your right outer hip and thigh. Hug your right hip down. You'll want to lift up, so squeeze through your inner legs. Keep flexing that right foot and say hello to your IT band. Three more breaths. Lovely. Walk your hands beside that right foot. Lower the right foot back onto the mat. Place your 2 hands flat to the floor. Tuck your left toes. Lift your left knee and step forward to Uttanasana, a forward fold. Take a halfway lift here. Hands on your shins, perhaps. Long spine. Crown of the head extending forward. And exhale, fold over your legs. Keeping your knees soft. If it doesn't feel good to relax the crown of the head towards the floor, you can always look at the floor and maybe have your forearms on your thighs. Especially if you have high blood pressure, this might be a better option. And for those with vertigo. Feel free if your head is heavy. Maybe wrap your hands right up your elbows, just a little sway here. Standing forward fold in a wonderful way. Again, to massage the belly, pulling navel to spine, stimulating those organs of the digestive system and the reproductive system. Adding lots of new space into the back line of your body, the lower back, the back of the neck. Raising your hands back towards the earth. Take another halfway lift out of Uttanasana, long spine, heart lifting to the same height as your hips. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Shuffle your feet as wide as your mat now until your 10 toes turn onto the floor. Heels remain on your mat. Coming into Malasana, yogi squat. You're lowering your pelvis towards the floor, bending your knees. Some of you will stay a little higher, forearms to thighs, looking at the floor. Others of you might put a block under your seat so that you have a little bit of support to sit on. Maybe hands to heart, elbows pressing into your inner legs. Or some of you will sink the pelvis towards the floor, hovering the pelvis from the earth and wrapping your upper arms to your inner legs, lifting through the crown of your head, maybe pressing hands towards heart space in Anjali Mudra. Breathe down into the pelvis, breathe into the groins. I feel. The second chakra, the sacral chakra, was developed when we were between 6 months old and 2 years old. Can you visualize that time in your life? What was going on for you? What can you remember? Was it a time of creativity, of learning, exploring the world? Breathing into your belly. I feel. 3 more breaths. Put your hands back onto the mat. Extend the back of your legs towards the sky and shuffle your 2 feet back into parallel hip distance apart. Take 1 more halfway lift out of each mat. Exhale, fold. And sit back with your right foot, lowering your right knee to the mat or onto your cushion. Keep your hands to the floor, or again, bring your hands onto your thigh, lifting your chest. Or float your 2 arms into the sky. Low crescent lunge, lower ribs hugging in, left hip hugging back. Maybe bringing your whole pelvis a little more forwards and down, being mindful of any compression in the lower back. And you roll your wrists above you with your fingertips. Exhale, lower both hands to the earth. Keep your right hand on the floor. Float your left arm to the sky. Turn your heart and chest more to the left. Maybe that top arm wraps around your back. Left hand onto lower back, or left hand around to the right hip. Look down at your mat. Lower your left hand and shuffle your left foot as wide as your mat now. Again, with the left toes facing forward or left toes turning onto the floor. Your 2 hands are inside the left foot. You're either on your flat hands here or maybe hands on blocks or on your fingertips. And you're just starting to prepare the pelvis for a deeper hip opener. So fluidity is key here. Rocking forwards and back, and maybe a little side to side. Monitoring that this side could be a very different experience to the first side. For many of us, the left side, our yin dominant side of the body is a lot tighter, it is a lot stickier. Just notice if that is the case for you. Really nice. And then when you're ready, let your pelvis sink forward and down. Maybe bring your blocks under your hands or under your forearms again. See how that goes. Some people refer to this shape as lizard pose, and you get referred to the stage as dragon pose. The deep hip opener. And be really mindful that there's no sharpness, especially around the hips, the knees, or the ankles. We are focusing on making our hips happy today. Lots of deep, sweet breaths here. Know that when we get into the pelvis, this is an emotional container of the body. It's a storage unit. And we often push things down into this space, consciously or unconsciously. Our memories, our traumas, our emotions. And so when we get into some of these deeper hip openers, we can experience some of that again. Some sensations can rise up for us, maybe an overwhelming sense of peace or emotion or memory. So please just go mindfully and gently with yourself when you shake the feels too much. Know that you can come out. You are empowered on your mat to make that choice and reset. However, if the process feels okay, you can maintain that place. You continue steady breathing, and I invite you to do that. See perhaps your body wants to work through that today. If you wish, you can root that right hand before onto the floor, left hand to the inner left thigh, and again, turn your chest more to the left, massaging back and belly. Pressing hand into inner left thigh, try and avoid the knee area as best you can. So make sure hand is on inner left thigh. Turn your chest more to the sky, look more to the sky. Breathe deep. Keep that right elbow soft. Shoulders relax. If this doesn't feel great, let's go back to what we were just doing, just facing forward. Got 3 more breaths. And then gently lower your left hand, shuffle your left foot in between your 2 hands. And then start to kick your pelvis back in space, lengthening your left leg, flexing your left foot. Maybe you're on your fingertips, maybe your hands are on your blocks, half handman. Leaning your chest towards those left toes. Hug the left hip back. Squeeze through your inner legs. And breathe into the 3 tones of your hamstring. Keep going through your spine. Try not to round the back or draw the forehead towards the knee. That's a very different sensation. That might be felt more in your back. So basically you want to keep length in the spine, so you really extend the stretch into the back of the left leg. And you stay like this, or walk with your hands and blocks maybe over to the long left side of your mat. Turn your chest more to the left, and then look down at your outer left hip and thigh. Breathe full and deep here. More breaths. Inhale, walking your hands either side of that left leg, planting the left foot back onto the mat, bending the left knee, and this time stepping back either into downward facing dog, tabletop position, or sweet child's pose, balasana. You decide what would feel best in your hips now. bringing some fluidity back into the space. So a little bit of movement would be great. Rocking your hips side to side, and making circles with the hips, sending fresh blood back into the pelvis, back into your hips. With a nice big audible exhale. You're lowering down onto your knees if you're not there already, and we will come around to a seated position. From here, I would love for you to take your bolster if you have one, or a rolled blanket, or a long thick cushion. Place it behind you, and then perhaps you want to add in a block underneath that bolster. So your head is going to be on the slight incline. We're coming into Sacral Chakra, reclined butterfly pose, with or without the option of props underneath you. You can just slide those away and just come directly down onto your back, no problem. So here we are. If you're in this setup, then place your pelvis on the mat, very near the end of your prop. Start to roll your way down onto your back until the back of your head is resting. Just monitor how this feels. If it feels like there's too much compression in your lower back, you can always add a little bit of a blanket or a little bit of extra padding under your pelvis. Otherwise, your pelvis is to the floor. And then as long as the feet come together and your knees go wide for Sacral Chakra, reclined butterfly. Again, you might like to add some blocks under your hips and knees in this shape to support the legs. Otherwise, just let your knees go nice and heavy. Place one hand on your lower belly, right in the space of the sacral chakra. And place one hand on your heart, on your chest. Trying that your elbows relax to the floor. I'm going to guide you now through Joanna pranayama. It's a 3-part breath. And it's wonderful for calming, nurturing, nourishing the nervous system, and expanding prana, life force energy, into the sacral chakra. Just begin, you can soften your eyes to close, and just gently start to feel the sweetness of your breath in and out with your hands. And next inhale, I invite you to expand your lower belly, and then your chest, all the way up to your collarbone. And then exhale, release the chest and collarbones, and then your lower belly. Doing a gentle tightening of belly button to spine as you let out that last lift of the head. So that's the 3 parts. You're inhaling the lower belly, the upper belly, and then the top of the chest and collarbone. And then exhaling from the chest and collarbone, from the upper belly, and the lower belly, drawing in a belly button. So continuing that with your breath cycle and pace. Inhale, lower belly, upper belly, top of the chest and collarbone. Exhale, top of the chest and collarbone, upper belly, lower belly. Let you explore that for a little while longer. If ever this pranayama does not serve you today, no problem. Come back to a gentle breath. No force, no effort required. Just feeling breath in and out of your hands. 3 more cycles of yoga pranayama. With your 3 cycles, come back into steady breath and just noticing how you feel. How you feel. Hands over your wrists with your fingers. Place your hands to the outside of your thighs and gently bring your knees back together. You can either stay on your props, which will serve you, and stay on your props moving into Shavasana, or you can start to lift yourself up now and slide your props away and then come back onto your back. So if you go as wide as your mat now, just find some last little bits of fluidity, rocking the knees right to left, massaging your glutes on the mat. And as you rock your knees to one side and the other, you might feel a gentle stretch in the front of the pelvis. If there's anything else you need to do to your body here, this is your moment. Any last little stretches, any last shapes that would feel good to serve the pelvis as we move towards Shavasana. Let your intuition kick in. Let the practice be your own. And anytime you feel ready to join in Shavasana, feel free, make yourself nice and comfortable and cozy. This is where you might use your blanket and eye pillow. You might be still on that gentle incline, or you might have chosen to put your bolster under your knees now. And however you're coming into Shavasana, I really invite you to let your legs be wide and heavy. And that way your pelvis can truly relax. If you keep the legs too close together or too turned in, we are clenching in the hips. You want to reap all the benefits of that space and fluidity we cultivate in class. So let your legs be heavy, and let your pelvis be heavy. And this cleansing breath as you land in Shavasana. Please give yourself this time. I will pull you out of Shavasana when it's time. However, if you have more time to give to Shavasana today and you want to stay longer, then please come back to yourself and sleep. Now there is no more to do. Let yourself visualize the space between the navel and the pubic bone, that orange wall of energy and drift in Shavasana. like water, the sacral chakra is flowing and fluid, neither rushing nor stopping. Like water, it nourishes, following the path of least resistance, yet has the power to break through barriers and wear away stone. We are born from this water, in the sea of the womb, where life begins. Our bodies are almost entirely water, and the waters of life flow through us, connecting us as we flow on our journey down the river of life. If you wanted to dedicate to your Shavasana today, please stay as you are. If it is, however, time for you to come out, stretch your feet in your breath, and add some delicate movements back into your fingers and toes, into your wrists and ankles. Take a nice long full body stretch as you inhale. And as you exhale, you can release your chest perhaps, and it's just the time of your feet. Free to rock side to side until you land on your side body. And slowly rising back up to Sukhasana where we began the practice. Bookending the class with the same shape so you can truly see and feel the benefits of opening up the hips. Now as you sit to the earth, sit in your chair. Perhaps come back to our sweet mantra, I feel, and see what shows up for you now. And soft breaths to your lower belly. You can make a gentle commitment to yourself to continue to soft breathe in your lower belly for the rest of the day. It's an absolute pleasure to guide you through this Happy Hits Hatha practice for the Sacral Chakra. And just take one sealing breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then